Hey, we're back. We're back. Can you believe there's even more here? Drum Talk TV NAMM Show coverage 2018 with Mr. Will Kennedy. How are you?
I am well. Good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you. It's wonderful to finally meet you. This is the first time we've ever met that we remember.
I know. It's a small town. You know. You look familiar.
I know. And I was saying, well, you look like Will Kennedy. Tell us what's happening with, first we'll start with the Yellow Jackets.
Amen.
Great band, great music, great influence. What's happening?
Well, Yellow Jackets are celebrating 37 years in existence, and I'm just pinching myself to understand that reality of being around that long. Of course, I wasn't the original drummer. God rest his soul, Ricky Lawson was one of the founding members, and it's been an honor for me to continue the process of being in a band like Yellow Jackets, continuing to grow and contribute to the industry, and yet try to find a way to stay current, you know, because we're a bunch of old gray-haired guys. But people tell us that we have set the mark in a lot of ways, and we're blessed to have an opportunity to go out and play. So we just finished a new recording. The previous recording was, wow, I forgot the name of our record.
That one.
Coherence.
Yeah.
I've moved
of
on.
all titles.
Yeah. Coherence was the last one, and it was roughly 2.5 years ago. It featured our newest band member, Dane Alderson, originally from Perth, Australia, now living in Charlottesville, and he's been with the band now for 2.5 years. And this record, this brand new one we just finished, I mean, it's I still smell the tunes. I still smell the studio.
Really? Wow, that's awesome. I know that smell too.
Yeah.
The legal smell we're talking about.
It's a wonderful studio called Sphere Studios in the Valley, North
cool.
Hollywood, and we had a wonderful time there. And so we have 14 new songs coming your way, probably the end of 2018.
That's awesome. So 2.5 years in between the two albums. I know after the last album, Coherence, there was some touring. What do you do in between that and the next album? Actually, what do you do between the end of touring and the writing process for the next album? What do you personally do?
You know, a few of my colleagues and I, we recognize that at this stage in the game, we can't just be drummers anymore. And there's so much opportunity. There's so much opportunity in the music business, in our craft, and in our industry to contribute a variety of different ways. And so I'm a drummer, I'm a musician, but I'm also a composer. I'm a teacher. I help young musicians find their way. I mean, because it's a big world out there. Here we are at 2018 NAMM show, and this is a zoo. Yet there's incredible opportunity here, and you have to know how to seek it out and stay focused. So
and really navigate that whole part of the business.
Amen. Amen. So one of my biggest passions is sharing what I do, and teaching it's been a great avenue. I'm dreaming of a play-along teaching website, and because through the years I've accumulated songs that I programmed, either old Yellow Jacket tunes or songs of my own, or my own like Proto-Cosmos is a tune that Tony Williams performed years ago, circa 1973, and I've recreated a tune like that to play in clinic and also to share with students. And that whole process is teachable moments. It's full of teachable moments. So I'm just thankful to still be in the game and still looking at ways to stay current and pass it along, because that's how I got it. People handed it to me, so pay it forward.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great. So, such a versatile guy like you who teaches, there's versatility within the Yellow Jackets music and all the other work you do. What advice would you have to all drummers around the world, regardless of the genres of music they play? What is that golden nugget that'll work for everybody?
Amen. So every every song, every groove has a heartbeat about it. It has a pulse that keeps it alive, and there's a reason why the chair that the drummer sits on is called the drum throne.
Amen to that. There's the advice. We're done. We'll see you next time.
Okay. So, as the king...
Wait. That advice goes to guitar players too,
Okay.
right?
Exactly. As the king of rhythm, as the king of that sense of time, the king of that foundation for your band and for the audience to be drawn to, it's your job to be one with that pulse and be the ground of your band. And if you walk in that path, it's an invitation for an improved sense of time. It's an invitation for an improved sense of musicality. So find it and walk that path like a man.
Yeah. Even if you're a female drummer.
Amen.
Like a grown-up woman that owns it. Own the throne, right?
Own the throne. Wow, I received that.
Own the throne. There's a responsibility there. You know, don't like Will said, there's a reason it's called a throne. Don't turn it into why people should start calling it your commode you're sitting on. You know, you got to really live up to that responsibility and play that part.
Yeah.
If you will.
Amen. Own the throne. That's the theme of the show today.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah,
Own the throne.
You and I should write a book called
Okay.
Own the Throne.
Amen.
Yeah,
I'm with
do
you.
that. Cool. Will, thanks so much for joining us. I'd love to get together with you sometime, whether it's in person or via video conference, and we'll do a much more in-depth interview on your whole career of drumming and all of that. And it would be very inspiring. I'd love that.
Pleasure to talk to you.
You
And
too.
Thank you for watching. Woohoo!
Thanks everybody on DrumTalkTV.com and on Facebook Live, the Drum Talk TV channel. Look over there, Anja.
Woohoo!
It's
The man himself.
Glenn Sobel.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, good.
Cool. Thanks everybody.
Wonderful interview. That was fun.